As you know by now, a Naperville nanny is charged with killing a child in her care as well as her own son. This happened just recently, and this comes less than a week after a nanny in New York was arrested for killing two children that she was looking after. Now, these stories are so hard to understand and nearly impossible to comprehend, but especially hard for parents who must leave their children with others every day when they go to work. So how do you find the best child care for your children out there? Joining us this morning is Erin Krex, owner of First Class Care. It is a domestic placement agency here in Chicago. Erin has placed so many babysitters and nannies and on a professional level. Nice to have you here, Erin.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, though, to start with, that those stories affect parents, affect everybody. What goes through your mind when you heard something like that?
It's heartbreaking. I mean, it really is for any parent to think about anything like that ever happening. So it is extremely moving for our position as an agency to find the right people to go into homes.
And that is your job. Your job is to screen candidates to help families find the right fit for their family.
Right.
Now, what would you say is, are some of the top three things that people should consider when they're looking for that help?
Obviously, screening is the most important. You want to use a reputable agency, or if you can't afford an agency, find somebody on your own, make sure to do references, and possibly hire an agency to do the thorough background checks for you.
And you suggest that you really have to be very clear about that job description when you're hiring a nanny or a babysitter.
Absolutely. You need to make sure that you're not going to cause burnout for the nanny. Many nannies work 10 to 12-hour days, so you just want to make sure that your job description is clear and they know what to expect.
Now, what about recruiting and trial days? What is that all about?
Trial days are really important, and many families feel like it's just for them to see if they like the candidate, but it's really actually more for the nanny as well, because they want to see if they like the family. Is this a good fit for them long term? Is this really the job that they want?
And you also suggest, competitive offer for your nanny. I mean, you have to pay them what their job is worth.
Absolutely.
Right?
Money for nannies is very stressful, and you want to make sure that you're paying your nanny appropriately for her job to make sure that she's happy in that position.
But the final advice that you have is that communication.
Absolutely. If you're not communicating with your nanny, then you're going to have trouble. It's a very hard job for a nanny, and communication with parents is absolutely necessary.
And how are the families coming to you when something tragic like this happens? Do they come in to ask you about it, or your advice?
Absolutely. I mean, they really want to know more about our screening process, and I tell them, you know what, we only allow 3% of candidates to get through our screening process, and we are very selective.
Erin, thank you so much for coming
in
this morning. Thank you for your time. And we do have all this information posted right now on our website for you as well at abc7chicago.com. Click on See It on TV.